Talk to me a little bit about the differences between intimacy and stability. And you talk in your book about needing them both for relationship. Just tell me a little bit more about that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to. Yeah, what I talk about is that these basic needs, and I'm using the word needs pretty carefully because, there's all kinds of things I might desire that I don't really need. But my whole thesis is that relationships as living organisms need both stability and intimacy. So let me differentiate a bit between those two. Stability, as the name implies, when things feel stable, they don't feel shaky. So stability is really about not feeling a lot of anxiety. When you wake up in the morning and you're not worried about your relationship, you might be worried about other stuff, but if your relationship is stable, you're not thinking, uh-oh, what's going to happen in my relationship? That's what I mean by stability, and we all need that to a certain extent. Intimacy is a whole different thing. Intimacy isn't about eliminating or reducing anxiety. Intimacy is about being fundamentally honest with yourself and each other. And that involves tolerating anxiety because, if I'm going to raise a complaint with my partner, or I'm going to say something I'm dreaming about and I'm not quite sure how my partner is going to take it, or even some kind of fantasy I'm having and I think my partner might think I'm strange or something, all of that involves possibly raising anxiety. And if I don't do that, and this is what happens with stable couples, stability is important too. If I don't want to risk that kind of anxiety, so I don't say what's on my mind, then over time what happens is the couple loses their intimate connection. And that turns out to be destabilizing. And lots of folks who come to see me started out stable, and yet they lost their intimate connection, and that's what has resulted in all kinds of things. What do you see when that happens? You see a couple where one of the others gets depressed, or one of the others suddenly says, oh, I've had it, I'm leaving, or somebody has an affair. All of those are symptoms, if you will, of a couple that is in need of a rejuvenated intimate connection. Check out my books, podcast, blog, and videos at my website, brucechalmer.com. If you'd like to make an appointment for couples therapy, visit brucechalmer.com and drop me a line. I'll get back to you right away.